spellings. We're going to look at homophones again. Okay? And I've put some homophones up for us to have a look at. We've got principal. Oh, before we start, what is a homophone? Sorry, I forgot to remind you about that one.
Two words that sound the same but mean different and spelled different.
Good. So 2 words sound the same, they mean different things, and they're often spelt in a different way. So principal and principal. What do they mean? That's quite a tricky one. Anybody got any ideas?
First principle means is the American version of a teacher, and principle is, I think, a rule.
Yeah, principle, it is a bit like a rule, but it's more like, it's not necessarily a rule that's the law, it's a rule, it's almost like a moral, it's the way we live. So our principles are our sort of way in which we live, the things that we do and don't do. But that's really good, well done, well described, good. So if I said, oh, I'm not going to do that, it's against my principles. So for some people don't eat meat, they're vegetarian, and eating meat is against their principles. It doesn't mean it's against the law, it's against their principles. You wouldn't hurt somebody else, would you? You know that's wrong and that would be really unkind and really not a nice thing to do. It will be against your principles. It is also against the law to hurt somebody else, but it's a principle, yeah? It's a way that you try and live your life. It's sort of a rule, as you explained. Well done, James. So, principle. What does that one mean? Okay, that means a main person. So if you were in a ballet and you were the principal ballerina, you would be the most important ballerina. You'd be the principal, the main character. If you were the principal boy in a pantomime, you'd be the sort of main character, one of the main characters. Okay, so it means particularly important role, the principal, the main one. Okay? Led and lead.
Isn't one the almost all the all that's poisonous when you like touch it or something?
Yeah, that's actually that lead, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What does that one mean?
Like you let someone somewhere.
Yeah, if you led someone, if you had a horse and you led your horse to the field, yeah, you guide it along, don't you? You led. It's the past tense. Lead. If you lead your dog to the park, yeah. Or as you say, it can mean the metal, lead, which is a bit confusing because that also says lead. But yeah, okay. Past. That's a fairly straightforward one.
Something has passed away.
Yeah, good. Yeah, something's passed away. Or we've been learning about the past. We've been learning about World War II. Past.
Was it like if you're walking, you could say you went past a lamppost?
Yeah, good. Yeah. Or you stood at the gate and saw lots of cars going past. Yeah, just the sort of past tense. Yeah, good. Practice and practice. Now we did come across this one last week. And notice the endings. Which one is the vowel? The noun, sorry, and which one is the verb? Which one's the noun? Which one's the verb? Come on, we did this last week.
The one on the left is the noun.
Yeah, C ending is the noun, SE ending is the verb. So practice, when you're doing a practice, like singing practice, that's a noun. So it's CE. Practice when you're actually doing something, you're practicing your handwriting, you're practicing your football skills, is an SE. Stationary and stationary, that's a tricky one. People often get this muddled up. Lots of adults get this muddled up. Does anybody know what they mean?
The first stationary means like you're staying still, like you're resting.
Good, yes, that one means you're staying still. If a car is stationary, it's not moving. You're staying still. What about that stationary then?
Is it something like a pen or a pencil?
It is, yeah. If you go to a shop for some stationery It could be, yeah, envelopes, paper, pens, pencils, that sort of thing. Yeah? Okay, right. So, today you are going to look at those words and fit them in a sentence so that you are sure about their meaning and sure about their spelling. Okay? That's your job for today. And then make sure that you look at your homophones, think about your homophones, ready for Friday.